Hello, what's up, guys? This is Richard again for another edition of Learning with Rich. So, for today's topic, I'm going to teach you how to insert an AutoCAD file or CAD file in Revit. Okay, so right now I'm using Revit 2017. So I'm going to teach you how to import or insert an AutoCAD drawing in our Revit project. Okay, so right now I just use the default template in Revit. Okay, okay. So to start with, before you insert an AutoCAD drawing, okay, so I'm going to talk about importing, and another way is linking for XREF. Okay, if I go to the Insert tab, okay, so you will see here that on the link panel you have here link CAD. Okay, and then if you go to the import panel, you will see here import CAD. Okay, so you have two ways of inserting a CAD file inside Revit, inside your project. The first one is import CAD file. It imports vector data from other CAD programs to the Revit project. Okay, so another option is you can link the CAD. So it links a CAD file to the current Revit project. So it's just like XREF in AutoCAD. So before using a drawing file that contains XREF, so consider whether you should import it or link it to our Revit project, because there is a big difference. Okay, suppose you use AutoCAD to generate a drawing file that contains external references. So when you import or link the drawing file, so Revit displays the geometry from the nested XREF or external references. So the decision to import or whether to link a file to a Revit project affects what you can do with the XREF information. So let's say, for example, if you are going to use import CAD, okay, you can explode the nested XREF to Revit elements. So it will becomes Revit elements. So if you use import CAD, you will be able to explode it. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So I'm going to select import CAD, and then I'm going to look for the CAD file that I'm going to import. Okay, so I'll just search it on my Revit. Let's say I'm going to import this. So I'm using the sample file from Autodesk. Okay, so I'm going to select this, and then before I open it, check out the options here, current view only. If I'm going to check this, so what will happen is I'll be able to see this CAD file only in my current view. So if my current view is level 1, I'll be able to see it only on my level 1 if this is checked. So if I'm going to uncheck this, not only on my current level I'll be able to see this, but I'll be able to see that also in my section view, elevation view, and 3D views. Okay, so for this exercise, I'll just select here current view only, and then I'll just preserve the color. Okay, using the positioning. So suppose I want to place it at the center. Okay, so I'll just select here auto center to center. Okay, and then I'm going to select here open. So it will be placed at the center. Okay, so like what I'm saying, if you import the CAD file, you can explode it. Okay, so how to explode? You just select your AutoCAD file, your import symbol, and then from the import instance panel, you see there's explode. So we actually have two options to explode our Revit file, or our CAD file. It's either partial explode, which disassembles the import symbol one level to its next highest level of elements. The other one is full explode. Okay, so you can explode this to Revit elements. So however, if you're going to explode this, if the XREF file or if the CAD file is updated after you import inside the Revit project, So the Revit will not automatically reflect changes to the XREF file or to the CAD file. Okay, because you only use import. Wherein, if you're going to use link CAD, the Revit automatically updates the geometry to reflect the changes to the XREF file. But the difference is that if you're going to use link CAD, you cannot explode the imported CAD file. Okay, so that's the difference. You see, I'll try to use here link Revit. And then I'm going to select this again. Okay, so I'll just select here any manual. Let's say I'll just select manual, so I'll be able to move it myself. Okay, so I'll just select here manual origin. Okay, and then I'll just select open. Okay, so as you can see, I can move it freely. So I'll just place it here. Okay, and then I'm going to select modify. Now, so if I'm going to select this, so you will notice that I cannot explode this AutoCAD drawing. Why? Because it is linked to the original CAD file. So if I modify the AutoCAD drawing, let's say I open this file, I open the original file to the AutoCAD, and then I update this, okay, so the Revit will update your AutoCAD drawing here. Once you, let's say you already closed this project, and then after that you open it back again, so you will notice this will be updated. Okay, so like for example, I'm going to open an AutoCAD here. So I'm going to open the AutoCAD and then I'm going to update that uh, link model. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to update it. Okay, so maybe I'll just save this file first. So I'll just save this, or maybe I'll just let it open. Okay, so and then I'm going to show you how to update it. Okay, so I'm going to open the file here. Alright, so I'm going to open my Revit floor plan. Okay, so this is the CAD file. So let's say what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this door. Okay, so I'm going to explode first. Alright, so I'll delete this. There you go. Okay, I just make some few changes. Okay, so I delete this. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save as the project. So let's say I do not want to overwrite the original file. So I'll just save it on my desktop. Okay, so and then I'm just going to name this revise. Okay, then I'll just close this one. Now going back here on my Revit file, so what I'm going to do is to update this. So you need to go to the insert tab and then look for manage links. Okay, so I'll select the manage links and then look for CAD formats. Select the CAD formats and then you will see here all the AutoCAD drawings that you have linked to your project. So I only have one. So I select this and then you can see the options here. Like for example, if you select reload here, okay, it will reload the same path with the same name. Okay, but let's say I already changed the name and I also changed the location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select here reload from. Excuse. So reload from. Okay, I'll just go to the desktop where I save it. So I select this one and then open. Alright, so it's now loaded there. So I just select here OK. There you go, it's now updated. Okay, so that's how you update a link file. Okay, but you cannot explode this. If you click that, you cannot explode. So whereas if you use import CAD, you can explode the nested XREF to becomes Revit elements. Like if I select this, you see I'll just explode it, partial explode, and then it will now becomes import symbol. Okay, okay, you see, it's import symbol, and then I'm going to explode again. So maybe I'll just make it full explode. So I want to modify the CAD file. Okay, so as you can see, it's now exploded. So it becomes Revit elements. So I can now delete this if I want. So I'll just select, delete. Okay, I'll just select, delete. Right? So that is the difference between the import and linking. But in my opinion, so I would prefer to use here linking. Okay, so I would prefer using the linked because the file is much smaller compared to import. And aside from that, if I want to update the AutoCAD drawing, I'll be able to just simply reload the latest, right? So instead of importing. So if you're going to ask me, I'm going to use linked. Okay? So that is the difference of the import or linking a CAD file. Alright? Okay, there you go. So that's how you insert a CAD file in Revit. So you can use import CAD or linked. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments regarding this video, you can just put it on the comments below. Okay, and then I can, and I'll be reaching you as soon as I can. And until then, bye bye.